Welcome to the next chapter with me, Denise Young. I'm a realtor of 18 years in Winnipeg and the surrounding areas. Thanks for watching or listening wherever you are. So today I'm going to talk about something more personal, but yeah, the the podcast I had originally planned for this week didn't come together, but maybe that's okay. Sometimes life just throws things at us and we just have to adapt. So recently I've been going through like a lot of different things. My niece is graduating this month, and so there's been lots of prep for that. And I also had a recent loss of a friend who was about to turn 50 this year, and I spent a lot of time reflecting on the different things on both sides of that, right? Like there's so much to think about. So today I just wanted to share 10 things. Actually, I think I'm going to do 11 things that I know as a 50-year-old that I definitely didn't know as a 25-year-old, but wish I could tell my younger self. Not because I have life figured out, because I definitely do not, but because I think it's worth pausing to think about what's actually important. And maybe this is like an homage to my nieces. I also have a niece who's like just moved to Calgary, to start again. So yeah, there's lots of things going on. So number one is you have more time than you think, but you also have a lot less than you think. So at 25, I actually thought I had my life all figured out. I was already married. I knew, we were in a house. I knew who I was building my future with. I had a pretty good idea of what I thought the next few decades would look like. And in some ways, I was right. But in so many ways, no, there's no way I could have predicted the way things were going to go. I couldn't have known how many chapters are still ahead of me. I didn't know that I would have a huge career change, and that, or about like the people I would meet, the friendships I've built, the dogs that I've loved, and clients whose stories have become a part of my own. And also the losses that I would experience or the lessons that they would teach me. At 25, I thought life was about creating a plan and sticking to it. Most of the people around me had had their jobs for 20 plus years. Changing careers in your 30s was not really heard of back then. At 50, I think life is more about learning to adapt, especially when the plan changes, and the plan is always changing. And, some of those changes are wonderful and some of them are heartbreaking. And I'd say most of them are unexpected. The years themselves can feel long when you're living them, especially the tough ones. The busy seasons might go by in a blink of an eye, actually, because you just are surviving them. And then there's seasons where you might be raising kids. I didn't, but we still had lots of those around us. Building careers, dealing with health issues, caring for parents, paying bills, and just trying to get through the weeks. Our mantra had become, when this is done, we'll have more time. When, once this is done, we'll have more time. Constantly. Once Jameis is traveling less, we'll have more time. Once we get through this, whatever busy season it is, we'll have more time. And suddenly you haven't seen your friends in 8 months or something like that. And someone you love is graduating and someone else you love is gone. And you're left wondering how 30 years pass so quickly. That's what I mean when I say you have more time than you think, but also you have less time than you think. More time because there's no deadline for becoming who you're meant to be, and less time because none of us know how many summers, birthdays, or campfires or ordinary Tuesday afternoons we have left. So don't wait for everything to be perfect before you start living. I think that's a really good lesson for my young niece who's just graduating and not sure what she's going to do. Just start. Just start stuff. You can always change. Um, the people matter more than the stuff. Nobody gets to the end of their life wishing that they'd spent more time cleaning the house or working late. Said, I do wish I saved more money. Not that I'm at the end of my life, but I do wish I started saving money earlier and bought less stuff. We accumulate so much in a lifetime, and then we spend so much time taking care of it, moving it, decluttering it, all that fun stuff. And most of it isn't like stuff that we even remember. The last time I moved, there was stuff still in bags that I didn't even remember buying. So buy less stuff and have more experiences. Try to spend more time with the people that you enjoy and seeing the world, doing things. And I don't mean necessarily like leaving where we are even. I mean, that would be amazing and wonderful as well, but also like experience life around us. So number 3, the most things that you're worrying about right now aren't going to matter. So I use a little test now. Will this affect my life 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 25 years from now? If the answer is no on any of those, I'm not spending more than 5, 10, or 25 minutes on it. Like it's amazing how much time we spend worrying about stuff that really it won't matter. Yeah. And number 4, your path won't look like you planned it, and that's okay. The life I have today looks nothing like what I imagined at 25 or any of that stuff. My career, the people that are in it, the experiences and the challenges. Honestly, I'm grateful for everything that happened, but some of the best things in life weren't part of my original plan. I don't know how to explain that better, but that's where we're at. Number 5, some friendships won't last forever. And not because anyone did anything wrong, but because people grow, life changes, people drift apart. We're often in different seasons, and that's okay. The funny thing is some of my closest friends today are people that I had years apart from. We have gaps because of our, different seasons. And we've come back together like nothing happened, because nothing did happen. It was just busy. And as we've gotten older, we try to be more intentional about staying in touch and trying to see each other on a regular basis, and letting each other know that we can talk to each other about things that we're going through that the other person isn't, type stuff, right? Like and that's okay. So when you're building your career, it can be hard, or having a lot of my friends had families. It can be hard to stay in touch throughout that. I got married really young, before most of my friends. So that was maybe something different for them, because, they wanted to go out clubbing and I wasn't really into that. I was paying mortgage payments. And that's okay. We were just living different lives for some of the chapters. And also some of my best friends weren't born then. Number 6, go take the trip, go to dinner, make the phone call, have the picnic. And I know you can't do everything, because we all have our responsibilities, but don't wait for the perfect time to create memories, because sometimes those perfect times never come. And this is why we work, and this is why we do all the hard things we do, so that we can have, these moments. Insert joy here, but be intentional. My friend recently sent me a video about how women over the age, I don't remember exactly what it said, but it was like over a certain age, I'm going to say 40 or 50, um, trying to have to like be so intentional with getting together with their friends that they book months in advance. And then as the time creeps forward, they start to like come up with excuses in their head why they can't actually follow through. And we have to like intentionally touch base with each other and make each other do it. So that we don't back out, because life is so busy. Like, yes, it's way easier to back out and not have this fun in the middle of, taking care of our parents and kids and jobs and all these things. All of our responsibilities can often, sound like they're too important to, get together to have fun. And, but, we do have to do those things. It's good for us. So that is part of why we have to do it. And also, like, the whole point of being here is the joy, right? So let's do it. I have one of those this weekend, and I'm really looking forward to it. And I'm sure that we have all looked at our calendars wondering how we're possibly going to, be present in the moment while we're there, because we all have so many things going on in our lives. But it's going to be amazing. It's going to be fun. And we're going to all feel better for having done it. Number 7, your biggest mistakes will teach you the most. Oh, this one is a tough one. Some of the things I thought were failures turned out to be redirects. So like some of the lessons that I've learned along the way are from like having failed. If you're not failing or not trying things, I can like say a million things like that, like awesome sayings. They're so inspirational, but they are so true. They force you to grow and adapt and try again. Would I choose every mistake I've ever made to happen again? Probably not. Some of them were pretty painful. But I wouldn't trade the lessons I learned from them either. So I guess I have to say I'd have to go through it again. Sometimes it's, those things have made me a better friend, a better wife, a better daughter, a better realtor. Sometimes they have shaped the systems I've put in place. I probably am also a better auntie. And, I wish I had taken some time to actually put a story together to tell that would support this. But I'm sure we can all think of things in our lives where it was like a huge mistake and it has taught you something in your life, right? And number 8, asking for help is not a weakness. As an eldest daughter, it pains me to even say that. And that one definitely took a while for me to learn. I thought being strong meant carrying everything myself. And I'd say that what I've learned is that strength isn't about doing it all alone. It's knowing when to reach out before you're completely overwhelmed and everything falls apart. and also building a support system, right? Like knowing who you can talk to and who you can't is helpful. Especially as an eldest daughter who feels like she can't drop any of the balls and needs to be responsible for everything. But the people who love you do want to help you, and they do want to see you succeed, and they're going to, stand back and cheer when you need them to, and they're also going to lend a hand when you need them to. So give them a chance to do that. Number 9, you don't need everybody's approval. This is another lesson that took way too long for me to learn. And And I don't know if it's just like, if that's another oldest daughter thing, because we tend to be people pleasers. But at some point, I realized that no matter what decision you make, someone's going to disagree with it. It doesn't matter if it's the right thing or that everyone else, I don't know, it doesn't matter. Someone's going to disagree with you no matter what. So make the decision that is right for you, that lets you sleep at night. And not everyone's going to understand what your choices are, but they're your choices. So make them. So that's number 9. And number 10, joy is usually found in ordinary moments. So tea on the deck, a walk with the dogs, campfires, conversations with family, watching someone you love, graduate from high school. I can't wait. And the older I get, the more I realize that happiness isn't just found in like those big milestones. It is found in, ordinary Tuesday afternoons. And at 25, I thought success was about like reaching all those milestones. But at 50, I know that success, or I think success, my opinion, is that it's about collecting the moments and the relationships that matter. None of us know how many chapters we have. So, you're living right now. And that to me is like a pretty good reason just to, make it count. Do what you want with it. And that's enough to celebrate and have joy. Right? So that's yeah. Find the ordinary moments. My favorite thing right now is eating fruit with a little bit of chocolate. If I can't handle anything else going on. And number 11, be who you needed. When I was younger, I didn't realize how much of my life would actually be shaped by the people who showed up for me and also the people who didn't. As I've gotten older, I've come to realize that for me, being the person I needed has helped me get through like some of those hardest chapters. So I don't know how I'm explaining that very well, actually. So like when I look back on my life, I think, oh, if only I had someone like that. And so when I see other people struggling through those hard chapters, I want to be that person that I needed for those people, if that makes sense. And I've learned that we rarely remember exactly what people say, but we do remember how they made us feel. And so I might not always say the right things, but I try to be, supportive and just be there. So be who you needed, be the friend you wish you had, be the mentor you wish you'd found, be the support you wish someone would have offered, encouragement you wish someone had given you. Because you never know when a small act of kindness can become a turning point in someone else's story. And sometimes becoming who you needed is also how you heal. And a lot of the work I do today, helping people through divorce and estates and downsizing or other difficult transitions, comes from wanting to be that person I wish more people had been for the people in my family when they were going through their hard chapters. And so, yeah, that's my 11 things I know as a 50-year-old that I didn't know as a 25-year-old. So wherever you are in your story today, I hope that you find a little joy in it. And if you're standing on the edge of a new chapter, I hope you're brave enough to turn the page. And until next time, remember that every home starts a new story, but so does every day that we're lucky enough to wake up and live it. And if you found this helpful at all, or at least entertaining, please help me by liking, sharing, and subscribing. Okay, thanks for watching.